My days, I missed you guys. It's been so long. How have you been? I hope you've been good. Let me figure out where to set you up. I hope you guys have been blessed. I've been alright as well. Thank you for asking. Not been too bad. Every day is a good day. And it's been ages, guys. Damn. Okay, maybe looking on. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I don't know. I don't want to. Well, I have a list of topics in my phone that are all different things that I could potentially talk about, but I don't always want to refer to that list and then just pick a day and then talk about that thing. I feel like I have more to say about something in the moment. So I don't record these every day. Alas, I'm here because I feel like I want to talk a little bit. And I miss doing this. I love doing this. Well, before this video starts, I just want to say this month is National Suicide Prevention Month, which is a very important month to me. And I just want to say to you guys that I hope you are all actually well. I hope you're doing okay. And if you're not doing okay, that is perfectly okay. Just know that apart from me caring about you, there's also other people out there that also care about you as well. I know it can feel quite lonely, and I know that's usually one of the main issues, but you're not alone. There are people that are there for you. You just have to let them in. And I promise there is someone in each and every one of your lives that does genuinely care about you. And the world is a better place with you here anyways. On to the topic that I wanted to discuss was based on one of my favorite quotes, which is, "It was just a lesson, not a life sentence." Which, beautiful quote. And just in case that isn't self-explanatory to me, "It's just a lesson, not a life sentence" is a quote that is in regards to the negative experiences that happen in your life, day-to-day, week-to-week, year-to-year, that you might often reflect and look back on and still feel the same level of guilt or the same level of shame or sadness or anger or frustration or anything like that. Feeling it just as strongly as you did back then. Reliving it. Which isn't the most helpful thing to do. And I understand that because I am a victim to it. And it's quite difficult for me to let go of things, especially when they're negative, as I imagine it might be the same for you guys as well. But these things in life really are just lessons. And overthinking them and reliving them turns them into a life sentence. It's almost like you're shackled by these negative moments, like you're imprisoned by them, like you're controlled by them. When, it was just a lesson. That negative thing happened just for you to learn from it. It didn't happen for any other reason other than for you to become a better person, because that's what lessons are for. Lessons are there to teach you how to become the best version of yourself, to teach you to do and not to do certain things, to guide you and align you with what you want. And it never really feels that way. When negative things happen, sometimes it feels kind of like someone's going out for you or something. Which I do understand that, I promise. But it's important for us to remind ourselves that within every negative thing, there is a positive outcome and outlook that you can have. And the positive outcome is only determined by your positive outlook. If you remain positive, things will be positive. Positive doesn't mean happy. Positive means at the highest benefit, to me at least. or like in your best interest in regards to what I'm referring to, in regards to negative things happening to you. And I know it can get quite overwhelming. Sometimes like the weight is so heavy to carry. But you do just have to get better at carrying it. And in doing that, it's reminding yourself that these L's do not stand for a loss, they stand for a lesson. Everything, every single thing that happens to you. There's a cool little theory called the burn test theory, which is based on the idea that there are minor inconveniences in your life to prevent tragic events from happening in your life. And the reason it's called burnt toast is because it's like, let's say you burn your toast in the morning, then you have to remake breakfast. If you hadn't have had to remake your breakfast and you left your house, then you could have been in a car crash. But the toast got burnt to prevent you from leaving at that time, therefore avoiding the car crash. If that makes sense. I hope that's not very long-winded. But I'm using that in reference to say that these things that happen to you, one, could be prevented worse from happening, like they could have happened instead of something worse happening. And two, they happen for a reason. They happen because you wouldn't have learned that lesson otherwise. They happen because you wouldn't have cut that person off. They happen because you wouldn't have spoken to that group of strangers and things of that nature. And it's key to remember. I'm trying to think of a better word than key. Is imperative the right word? Sounds like the right word. Do your best to remember that just lesson. No matter what you've done, the worst thing that you've done was just a lesson. And there's many positive reasons for that happening, despite it being a negative cause. There are positive consequences. And you are not a terrible person. You're not a bad person. You're not a weak person. You're an angry person. You're not anything anyone tells you that you are, or anything negative that you tell yourself. You never are. You're a good person. And you're a good person because you try hard. You're a good person because you want to be a better person. If you don't want to be a better person, then I say there's a bit more work to do. But if you do, which likely you do, that makes you a good person. You care about being better, which means that you care about yourself and you care about people that care about you. That's being a good person to me. Remind yourself of that daily. Lessons, not life sentences. Yeah. One thing I didn't feel like I spoke about enough in the video was about the letting go part of this whole topic. Letting go of things that you didn't want, letting go of the person that you were, and letting go of the people that may have done you dirty at the time. And how difficult that actually is. Letting go of things is not easy, not for me at least, which is not a good thing. But you have to teach yourself to be better at letting go of things. And I feel like to get better, you kind of have to apply a lot of grace to yourself. Forgive yourself. How can you blame yourself for not knowing any better if you didn't know any better? Ignorance is bliss. And if you were ignorant at the time, what more could you have done? But at least you're aware of it now. So the same way, if someone else came to you with the same kind of situation, a friend, and you'd give them grace, you'd give them forgiveness because you're a good person. It's the same way you have to treat yourself. And I know when it comes to yourself, you cannot apply different rules, but unfortunately, you're no one special. but you're special, if that makes sense. You're no exception from anyone else. So treat yourself like anyone else. Hold yourself to the same level of accountability and positive treatment because you deserve the best. So, in order to let go, forgive yourself. In order to forgive yourself, give yourself grace.